Hello guys, this is Tyler King and welcome to my video tutorial on how to do cutscenes in the DOOM SnapMap editor. So, cameras and cutscenes are not that hard to do, but it gets very tedious at times when you're setting them up. So let's go ahead and set up our scene. For right now, I just have a basic map, but if you want to, you can go into any other map, but I'm just doing this for tutorial purposes. So let's go ahead and set up our scene. We're going to go into the menu, and we're going to get some enemies for our scene. And we're going to get an imp. We're going to set him here. And we're going to get another enemy. And let's get a Hell Knight. And set him here. And set him here. Alright. So let's set these guys to Team 1. Team 1 because like when you begin your scene, you don't want them to attack you when they see you. So we're just gonna set both of these to Team 1. And also we don't want to show them on start as well for the purpose of this scene. Alright. So when we want to start our scene right here, we don't want this guy to move. So to do that, we're going to have to set up a blocking volume. And let's go into the menu to volumes. And we're going to set a blocking volume right in front of here. Okay, and then we're just gonna make this bigger so he won't be able to like go around it or jump over it or anything like that. So we're just gonna make this a little bigger. Oh yeah, also set the imp to be able to be Team 1. Alright. And then for my tutorial, I'm just going to set him to not teleport on spawn because I want him to be in the scene when he starts to spawn. So, and I don't want to teleport him. Alright. So let's start setting some cameras for our scene. Oh wait, we have to do this. We have to set an AI conductor, an AI path to be right here. And we want him to follow that path. And also we want him to stop when blocked. And also make sure that your blocking volume applies to demons as well, because sometimes it doesn't pour true when they want to block the demons. So, alright, now let's start off and do our scene. So we're gonna set up some cameras for the cutscenes. So do that, go into our menu, and we choose gameplay and get camera. And we're gonna set these up. So set him here. Set one right here. Right here. And right here. Alright. And you can set as many cameras as you want, depending on how, like, different, how different your scene is. Like, you want to do it from like multiple different angles, you can. So let's go ahead and start off. Oh, let's add another one just in case for our scene. So I'm just gonna duplicate it. Alright, so to edit your camera, its view when it's facing the player or any kind of things that you want to face, you go into the camera by pressing T. And see here, you can move around with the mouse, use WASD to move forward, move back, and also use R to rise and F to fall the camera. Alright, so we're going to set this camera to be like this. And you can set the cameras however you want. I'm just setting them for the purpose of this scene. So let's go into this camera, press T, and we're gonna like do some kind of like Mexican standoff from here. Alright, I like this angle. And we'll go into here, press T, gonna rise that up a bit, move back, have it be here. And let's see. Let's get this camera. Press T. Let's have him view just him for a moment. And then we have another camera. And we're just gonna have this camera for when they summon on spawn and they come into the camera. Alright. So to set up the cameras to make them switch from to a different camera is you have to either do a trigger that when you walk into and it enables whatever camera you want in your scene. Or if you want to do something like a beginning cutscene, to which we are doing, then you want to set it up like this. You go to here, press G, and select on spawned. And on spawned, we enable this camera. And to switch from different views to another, we're going to have to use timers. And timers are pretty easy to set up. Alright, so let's go to our menu. And we're going to go into, let's see, flow. And we're going to go into timer. And we're just going to set these around the map. Because when you chain these timers, you don't want them to be all over the place and all that. So we're going to set one here. Another one here. Another one here. Another one here. And another here. Okay. And another helpful thing you want to do too is also name these timers as well, so you don't get them confused on which timer does what. So we're going to go into here, press X, and we're just going to name this to, let's see, first camera. Okay. And then here's where you control on how long each camera is. So to do, we're gonna set this up to be, let's see, 2 seconds. And let's we're gonna go to this one. I'm gonna make this second camera. And we're gonna name 2 seconds. All right, go into here, name this third camera, and we're gonna change it to 4 seconds. And here we're gonna go into this camera or timer, and we're gonna name this one to let's see. Let's name this to first transitions, when we switch to the same camera, but then it transitions to another one. It transitions to the same camera. All right, so we're gonna put this at 4 seconds. And we're gonna name this one fourth camera, because it goes to a new camera. And we're gonna change this to 5 seconds. And we're gonna go to here, name it second transition. Okay. And we're gonna go and let's give it 4 seconds. And we're gonna go into here, and we're gonna name this one third transition. And we're gonna set this one to, let's say, 3 seconds. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and test out one camera. And all right, so what you want to do here is when it's spawned, when the player spawned, you want to connect it to your first camera timer. And we want to start that timer. And we also want to do one when it finishes. So when it finishes, it switches to another camera. So we're going to go ahead and switch it to this on finish, and it enables this camera. And also what you want to do is also disable that camera as well. Okay, and also when it's also finished, you want to start the other timer. All right. And then for tutorial purposes, we're just gonna test this out. Oh wait, we have to. Let's disable this camera before we even go ahead and start play. So we're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna on finish starts this camera, or start this timer, and then when it finishes, it disables this camera. All right, let's test this out. Okay, so our cameras work. Our cameras work. So let's go ahead and connect all the rest of the cameras together. But before we do that, let's make sure this is hidden. So we don't want to see this when... Alright, true. Show on start. Yes. Alright. Alright, now let's do the rest for the other cameras as well. So to do that, let's just finish the rest of them. Alright, so let's see, it enables, disables. We're gonna go ahead and add, when this one finishes, it starts this one. And also when this finishes, it enables this camera. And also, when this finishes, connect it to this camera, or a timer, and then we want to disable this camera, and enable this one. And it's pretty much rinse and repeat for every single timer. Just make sure you have one that enables the camera and have one that disables the camera. So this one starts, or when this one finishes, we want to disable this one. And then we're going to go back to the same camera. And then when this one finishes, we're going to go here and start this. And then when it finishes, and then we're going to enable this camera instead. And then we're going to start another timer. And then when this timer finishes, it's going to disable this one. And then enables this camera. Okay. So let's go ahead and test this out to see if it works. Okay. Working pretty smoothly. Okay. Alright, switch that camera angle. Switch backs to him. Then switch backs to the full view. Then switch backs to him. Alright. So our cameras work. And then you can disable that last camera for when you begin play. Alright. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up some dialogue. And to do some dialogue, we're going to go into the menu. And we're going to go to Communication, select World Text. And we're gonna set this one here. All right, so to edit, press X, and you type in your dialogue for whatever you want to say for that character. So let's go in ahead and let's see what I want him to say. Let's have him say, "Last kill for today." And also we want to dumb down the size of it so it can be viewable on our camera. It won't be a really huge dialogue when you display it on the camera. So let's go ahead and add two for the size, and we're gonna see if, all right, it's in place. All right, let's see if we can move it around a bit because I want it to be at the very bottom. So just follow that down a bit. Okay, I'm all right with this. Okay, so for this, you want to make sure that it's hidden when it's on start, because we don't want to see the words when you start your game and then it goes to different camera angles and then you still see the same words and it just compiles into some word frenzy. So let's enable this to show on start, and we're gonna make multiple dialogue for so for here we have 3 different camera changes to him. So we're gonna have 3 different dialogue for him. So let's go in here, duplicate, put it here, and also make sure you set them to be always facing. That's one thing I forgot to do or say, is always facing, so they can be facing your camera from any certain direction. All right, so we're gonna set this one always facing, and we're gonna say says who, and we're gonna duplicate another one. And for this one, we're gonna put oh. Just like oh. Alright, so we're gonna give our other enemy some dialogue too. So we're gonna duplicate this. Let's put it here. Nope, wrong camera. Alright, it's not viewable, so let's just move this up a bit so our camera sees it. Okay. And let's change this O into, you're gonna need more guns than that, because he's basically responding back to the main guy, just like, cause you're gonna need more guns to fight me. More guns. All right. And then we're gonna duplicate this one and have it for this camera. All right, let's view this one. All right, we only see the other one. Let's just move this one here a bit. Nope, still not viewable. Okay. Let's just move this down. Just gonna move this down here. Alright. And then for this one, it says them. Alright. So let's now set up our dialogue for each of these individual cameras. And it's gonna be a little tricky since all these trains are around, and it's gonna get really confusing. So if you want to make it neater, you can just grab like one of them, press space, and just move them around so it can make things neater. All right, so to set up our dialogue, since this is the camera that goes, or this timer that goes to this camera, we're gonna go to the other one. We're gonna go to the other one that enables this. All right, so when this timer finishes, we want this one to show. We want last kill for today to show. And when this timer finishes, we want to hide it. And then we're gonna make another one unhidden. So we're gonna make this one unhidden. So show this one. And then going to go into here. And show this dialogue. Or no, hide this dialogue. Hide this dialogue. And we want to go into here and also show the says who dialogue. And we go into the other one. And we hide it back. And we're gonna go to here and set this one to show. And then when this one finishes, we're gonna set this one to hide. And we're gonna set the O to show. And also what we want to do here too, I almost forgot about these two. For this timer, we want to get them to actually show. So show and show. All right, let's see our final scene. Okay, so some of our dialogue works. But that's just me getting confused of the wiring and everything. Like I said earlier, make this neater, and then this would be way better. way better for trying to organize your dialogue and everything. But other than that, this is it for our tutorial. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you guys next time.